Today I'll be talking to all the single ladies, and I want to do it very sharply, very precise, because these are things that we have been talking about. These are things that you know of. These are things that you're aware of, but I'm just coming to drum them in your ears. Where are my single ladies? Can I hear your shout out? Woohoo! Yeah, many a times I meet up with you in church and you complain like, oh, this thing called marriage took up on the marriage completely. And also we have been forgotten as singles, you know, the murmuring and the complaining. But I remember you and I love you. And today I'll be helping you to know some of the wisdoms on the 7 series on the singles that I have captioned 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they like a guy. 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they like a guy. And this one also is something that the guys can take home with. So every guy listening to me, don't feel left out. Don't feel like the program is not blessing you. It is a wisdom segment, a mentorship wisdom segment that is meant for the ladies today. And I want you to take notes very, very well and feel at home and feel blessed. So my caption again is 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they like a guy. Praise God. And I want to go right direct into my topic of the day and handle it. In handling these 7 mistakes, I want to handle them in 2 ways: on the liking and into the dating. You got me right? Yeah, I want to handle these 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they like a guy, not when they are still single. When they have identified a guy and they have, you know, seen that probably there is a chemistry between the two of them, and these are the mistakes that follow up when single ladies have noticed. Yeah, by observation, I've noticed, by experience, being in marriage for the last 16 years, also being a pastor for the last 11 years, I have noticed some of these mistakes that single ladies make when they meet that Mr. Perfect, or when they meet that guy that makes their heart tick, or makes their emotions run wild, or makes their, you know, their glued to that man. So these are some of the 7 mistakes, and those 7 mistakes, I'll be handling them in 2 parts. One of the parts will be during the liking time, into the dating time. That is to assume that the guy is also into you. The guy is also liking you. So kindly take your pens, take your notebooks, and be ready to write down the 7 series wisdom, mentorship wisdom segment today. And it is time with or on the single ladies. 7 mistakes single ladies make: playing down and not doing anything. Many ladies think that that is wisdom. Many ladies think that that is attractive. Many ladies think that playing dumb and doing nothing, liking, is a cool thing. So if you like a guy, my advice is make the first move. Not in kukatia. No. Just be warm. Walk up to the guy and say, hi, how are you? My name's so and so. If you're not very close and maybe you're seeing each other first time and all that, don't play dumb. Okay? Just warm up to the guy. Because many guys are shy. Many guys have a challenge of approaching. Okay? Don't go out and just tell the guy, I like you, I want you to, do you like me also, let's date. No, that is not what I'm saying. That's not your work. That's the work of the guy. I'm those women that believe the guy should make the first approach when it comes to, liking a guy and kukatia. In other words, so the thing is, if you like a guy, don't show those cold body languages of playing dumb, of going, when you see them, you become mkali, you change your face, you change your physical appearance, you change even route, and you walk away. And also, don't just do nothing. Okay? There are those guys that will like that assistance from bold ladies. Why? Because they are shy. Why? Because you're maybe a very high girl in their eye, and so they're thinking, would this one really like me the way she's pretty, the way she's kept, the way she's confident, the way she's carrying herself. So by the way you are, by your appearance, you can easily probably put off that guy, of which inside you already like him. Okay? So the best thing is, don't play dumb. Don't have negative body languages that might put away or push away the guy. The 7 mistakes that they make when they meet a guy that they like. And the first mistake I have said is going dumb, playing dumb. Yeah? And then you do nothing about it. Help your brother. Help that guy. Just go out, warm up to him and just greet him and say, hi, how are you? My name is so-and-so, and I see you're new here. I'd like to show you around. Just be nice, okay? Just be warm. Show them around, go to lunch with them. Just be friendly. Don't send any further signals. Open up the atmosphere for them to find it easy maybe to approach you or to talk to you. Mistake number 1 was playing dumb and doing nothing about your liking the guy, okay? And I said also that I'll be handling these mistakes in 2 dimensions, the dimension of liking and the dimension of into the dating. Mistake number 2 that ladies do when they meet a guy that they like is over-calculations. Over-calculation. What do I mean? Over-calculation is he really my type? Your mind is running. Already you like this guy, you like this guy, your feelings cannot lie to you, and you're certain and sure that this guy, napenda. I mean, I just like the way he dresses, I like the way he talks, I like the way he carries himself, I like his beard, I like his hair, I like the shoe, the taste, the way, I like his cologne, everything about him to me is appearing very, very nice. And then you're going back to your subconscious, which now is that either a small devil or, your mind that is overthinking, and you're calculating too much. You're over-calculating. You're like, what if he's a player? What if he doesn't treat me right? What if he doesn't like me? What if this guy that I'm seeing physically, spiritually has issues? Okay? Over-calculation. Over-calculation is a mistake that most ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. You look at him and you don't look yourself. You look at him and you think, I think also I cannot be his type. All right? Don't be over-calculative. When you meet a guy that you like, when you meet a guy that you totally, absolutely think that this is what I like in a man, and you're single, and the guy is single, probably by your research, you've realized that the guy is single. Stop being over-calculative. This is what I tell singles, all right? Myself, if I would have been over-calculative with my husband, okay, if I would have overthought, and again also, if I would have listened to people when I was a single girl, I wouldn't have gotten married, now counting 16 years. Why? Physically, he was not appealing per se. Physically, he had so many negatives. Yeah, but I overlooked everything. I didn't have calculations myself, and I didn't listen to people much. I went with what I was feeling. The like was there, the love was there, the attraction was there. I'm going out for this guy. People spoke to me. People canceled against dating him and all that, because the physical, everything was against him. Not that he was not handsome, but if you understand what I'm saying, money was not there, challenges in his life was there, and everything. But at the end of the day, I went with my feelings. I like him. I think he's good. I like the work he has with God. I think he can make a good guy for me to date, and I want to try it out. So most of the time, what I usually tell singles is that don't overthink, don't overcalculate, don't look at that guy and uanze kujiongelesha against what your heart is telling you, go for it. After all, it's not marriage that you're entering into. You're entering into a relationship, okay? You're trying out a relationship. Go for it. Go for the guy. Stop over-calculating. The rest of the things that probably you will not like, you will find out into the relationship, okay, before marriage. And then at that particular time, if you think you can't go on with whatever that you do not like, then you have the freedom to walk out. But at least you gave it a shot. Rather than not giving it a shot, rather than over-calculating, rather than overthinking, rather than, calculating and all of the calculations will be minus and division, minus and division. There is no addition, there is no multiplication. And at the end of the day, you find that you close that door for yourself. Why? Because you over-calculated too much. And the guy felt that this one, I think, let me go to another one. All right? That is number 2. 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. Number 2 was overly calculating. Again, also in the over calculations, let not the physical deceive you. I've had many a times Daddy give stories of men who disguise themselves. They are millionaires, multi-millionaires, and they come home. Probably they live in the abroad, and they come home to look for a wife, and they disguise themselves. They come on their lowly. They come without cars. They come without colognes. They come without looking cute and all that. And they are coming to look for a wife who will like them in their low moments, in their lowest. And so Daddy has given us those kind of stories before many a times. So when you overcalculate by what you're seeing, because the spiritual you can't see, the money you cannot see, you won't come flashing it all over. When you overcalculate, you might miss out on such kind of men who want to get genuine ladies, genuine women whom they want to settle down with, women who will not be enticed by their pocket. Are we together until there? Right. I know that the overcalculation has sunk in very well. Myself, if I was a victim of overcalculating, I would have missed out on my God-ordained partner. Yes, I would have. Because all the physicals were against him. Everyone that looked at me and looked at him felt that I was making a mistake at that particular time. Of which for me, our marriage, our union is divine. Praise God. It was God ordained, and we are living in a marriage that was God ordained and divine. So I don't want you single lady out there to miss out on it by overcalculating. That is why today we are talking on the 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. And we are going to number 3 mistake. Doing too much, overdoing. Now, number 1, remember we said doing nothing about it. Okay, playing dumb and doing nothing about it. Number 2, we have said overcalculation. Number 3, we are saying doing too much. Now you find this guy that you like, and you want now to choke his airwaves. You want now to be all over him. You want now to send all the signals, I'm available. You want now to send all the signals, can't you see me, I'm pretty. Those are things that can be a turn-off to many men. All right? Men are hunters. Men are chasers. They want something that they will run after. So when you're doing too much, when you carry lunch, now you carry his lunch. Okay? You like the guy, it's okay to carry lunch for him. Now you want even to clean his shoes. You're becoming now the girlfriend. You're even becoming the wife now. Yeah, you are doing too much. You've already inquired of where he lives, and you've gone out and you wash his clothes, you wash his car, you doing too much. And that particular moment, that particular time, that guy has not yet even approached you yet. He's still looking at you, and he's still thinking that this girl is so pretty, but she's forceful. She's doing too much. She's pushy. She's overly, no, I don't like this one. This one is too much. There are ladies who have lost good potential men by being too forceful. Yes, mommy has said that you should not play dumb, that you should not assume and do nothing about it. said also that you should not overcalculate. But also doing too much can be a turn-off to any man that has not even sent out a word to you. That a man that has not even told you, I like you, or I want you to be my girl. Sasa you're all over sending cards, birthday cards, buying flowers. It is Valentine's. You've already invited yourself for his date and all that, and it becomes too much for the guy to handle. And eventually he thinks that this one, I think I cannot handle. Unfortunately or fortunately, many ladies have lost great men, great potential relationships by being too forceful, by doing too much when the too much is not required. Let me tell you, single lady that is watching me, that if there is anything called something that you will do for that guy, let it be that that guy has proposed for marriage. Okay? Please. Let it be, if you'll go out and now start handling his birthday parties, you will go out and now start handling he has a graduation, go out and plan his party. That guy must have earned your loyalty to the extent of, I know this one at least has said that he wants to marry me. From that moment, you can start even buying gifts. Small gifts. It is his birthday. Buy gifts. So you can do out a party and stuff. But going to the extent of doing all those things, and this relationship is not even yet sending out signals of settlement, it can be discouraging. It might end up in the wrong way. Remember, men are hunters. Men are chasers. They want to feel that they ran after you and they got you. Okay? So you doing too much is kujipendekeza. You are the one now bringing yourself, pushing yourself, pulling yourself to the guy. And it is 90%, if not 99%, a turn off to many men. Because most of them look at it with the eye of, what is this thing that you're out like that? Why are you acting desperate? Yes, you're pretty. Yes, you're a girl that I would like to date. Yes, you're this lady that is I would like to give it a shot with. But you're appearing too suspicious. Okay? Are you desperate? Is there something more? What is it that you've seen in me that you want to take and run? So when you're doing too much and you're becoming too forceful on the guy, you may end up turning off that guy and they end up running away from you. So don't do too much. You only start doing anything for that guy when at least he has gotten to the point whereby he has told you that I want to marry you. Probably he has gone paid dowry and you're in the process of planning the wedding. That's the match you can start doing stuff for him. But overly pushing yourself closer, forcefully, even telling your friends, I got a boyfriend. When you meet with your friends and you already announcing it, I meet my boyfriend. And that time he has not even said anything. Okay? You're there killing yourself with the lunch. Killing yourself with being the best girlfriend, quote unquote, of which you've not even been approached. The guy has not even said he likes you or anything. It is a turn-off to most men. Leave the chasing to the guy. Leave the hunting to the guy. Let the guy pursue you until he gets you. And what is the first pursuit that guy should give you? The first pursuit should be, will you be my girlfriend? That's the first pursuit. First pursuit is mnachunguliana to both of you, mnachunguliana. And then he gathers courage and then he comes and tells you what? I like you and I'd like to know you more. Okay? I'd like you to be my girlfriend. Are you free? Are you dating anyone? That's the first step. That's the first pursuit. And then you tell him, of course, I'll think about it. Let me go pray about it. Let me go inquire with my spiritual covering and all that. Do your research, okay? Then get back to him and tell him, it's okay, I think we can date. First pursuit, tick. Second pursuit is, I've known you for the last 6 months. And I think you appear like someone I'd like to settle down with. Will you marry me? Okay? That's the second pursuit. And when it gets to that point, now you know this guy is serious. this guy wants to settle down with me. I think now also naeza jimwaga an extra on him. Okay? That is it. So 7 mistakes it is that ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. We are on number 3. And number 3, I've said doing too much. Don't be caught up in that web of pleasing a man. A man that probably is not yet decided whether they want to settle down with you, whether they want to have you as their girlfriend. Probably akona wanne amepanga kwa line, so you are among the 4 that is weighing, and you are already killing yourself. You'll get hurt. You'll get hurt. So the wisdom is, don't do anything until you're certain that this guy is out to have a relationship or is serious and wants to have a relationship with you. Praise God. Hallelujah. I'm feeling I am liking this. One of the ways that one of the things that I desire is that some of these things would have been some of the things I was hearing when I was a girl. And I'm sure that it is a blessing to you that is watching this morning. And I know that God is going to do a great and mighty, mighty work. Yes, yes, yes. So we are at number 4. 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. 7 mistakes. And number 4 is forgetting rules and protocols. Forgetting rules and protocols. Yeah, that's a mistake that many ladies do when they meet a guy that they like. Forgetting rules and protocols. There are protocols that govern liking. There are protocols that govern admiration. There are protocols that govern dating. Every area of life has rules, has protocols, has things that should not be done and things that should be done. Okay? So you're here. You've met that guy that you like and you have totally forgotten all the protocol that there is. Yani, you are head over heels in love with this guy. And you have forgotten that this should not be done. This should not be crossed from Papa, probably from your reading books, probably from videos that you've watched, probably from rules that govern relationships, probably from rules that govern friendship, and you're here, head over heels now. Everything is ground zero. Because of what? You found a guy that you like, and you really feel that I should settle down with this one. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. So forgetting rules and protocols is totally unheard of. Okay? When you enter into, when you find a guy, when you meet a guy that you like, and you feel that this one, I want to really, really settle down with him. I want to settle down. I think I like him and I want to give it a shot. When you enter into a relationship doesn't mean that you lose your mind. Inani, somehow it's like you become crazy. What they say, head over heels. They say that love is blind. But when you enter into marriage, the blindness goes. I'm telling you the truth. You become sane, your eyes open, and the blindness, you start seeing. Your eyes open up like torches. Very, very true. Yeah? And so, when you forget rules and protocols, it means that relationship has started off or is going on the wrong foundation. Yes. Because rules are supposed to bring order. Rules are supposed to bring a direction. Rules are supposed to bring you back on path. It's supposed to bring you back on path. In which manner? You're going off, the rules now bring you back. That's right. So when you're off, when you're going off, in which manner? Your mind is now head over heels. You like this guy and you're ready to drop anything at any time. You're ready to do anything he inquires. And that time he's not even gone ahead and told you, will you be my girlfriend? Yeah? So that is a mistake many ladies do. The guy will call you at weird hours and tell you, can I meet up with you? And you're like, I am available. Remember, he's reading those actions. And to him, they are minuses and divisions against you. Okay? What were you doing before he came into your life? Does it mean right now, all those things that you are doing now that he's in your life, you are ready to put down all your guards, you're ready to put down all your thoughts, you're ready to put down everything that concerns you because the guy is in your life? No. Life continues. Your life continues, should continue. Whether you've met the Mr. Charming, the Mr. Handsome, the guy of your dreams, life for yourself should continue. Life about your people should continue. Life about your friends should continue. Nothing should stop. Now you don't drop your friend, girlfriends. They want to go out with coffee for you and you're like, I'm busy. I'm waiting for a call. A call that might not probably come. Okay? You're supposed to see your mom. You're supposed to take shopping to your family. And you're like, some determining factor will, make me see if I'll come for dinner or not. That time you're looking at the phone and waiting for it to ring. Oh my God, mistakes. So when you forget rules, when you forget protocol, it means that that relationship has started off in a wrong or on a wrong foundation. And as the foundation is faulty, it means the whole thing will have faultiness. So when you meet a guy that you like, when you meet a guy that is admirable in your own eyes, then what you need to do is behave yourself normal. Don't lose your mind. Don't lose your thinking. Don't lose your senses. Don't lose your friendships. And most importantly, don't lose family. That guy might stay. That guy might go. What will happen to the grounds that you had already tilled in relationship with your family? What happened with the grounds that you had already tilled with your friends? Now that this guy came and just swept you off your feet and you're confused and lost and all that, and then now again as he came, he has gone in the same manner and in the same speed. Okay? So I want you to be very, very careful. Rules and protocol that govern. I'll give you one. One of the rules that completely should govern you. You've met a guy that you like. You've met a guy that you think you really, really like. Okay? One of the rules is never expose your feelings out completely when you have not yet gotten a stamp of a reciprocation. Okay? Is the like mutual? Okay? So don't bring out your emotions. People can read. Men are not dumb also. They can be able to read that. Who you? I'm telling you, she's head over heels already. And I've not yet even said that she is my girlfriend. So you end up embarrassing yourself. You end up putting yourself in a bad position that in the end, that guy will either find you cheap or too accessible or desperate in the wrong manner. So your feelings, your emotions should not be brought out openly to everyone to read, for everyone to read before you are able to do what? To know if the two of you are on the same page. And I want to go very quickly into my number 5. And number 5 now, remember I said I want to handle these 7 mistakes in 2 parts. And the first part is during the liking and into the relationship. Number 4 has already ushered us into the relationship. Okay? During now the dating. The guy has approached you and of course, you like the guy. And so, now first mistake you make is forgetting rules and protocols. Now you can go all your way to please him. You can go all your way to do anything that makes him happy, even if it means not, you forget even your family. You forget friends that were there. You become now, you really want to make him, you really want to win him over into probably marriage and stuff. So you end up forgetting rules and you end up forgetting protocols that govern relationships. All right? So we are already into the dating. Remember, I'm handling 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. And I'm handling it in 2 segments. The first part is into the liking, when you're liking each other, but the guy has not approached you, and now into dating. Number 5 is fantasizing too much. Okay? That's another mistake that ladies make. When your mind now starts controlling you. Okay? what if this guy would marry me, you know, he would make a very good husband, I know. And your heart is now connecting from already you've just started dating, okay? You met the guy, you liked him, and the guy approached you, and now you're dating. First mistake, remember, is you're breaking protocols left, right, and center because you're head over heels, okay? And now the other mistake is now you are fantasizing too much. You've already started seeing how this guy now is my husband. Kabisa, he should not even be going to see his parents without telling me, okay? Fantasies, how this guy will make a good daddy to your children. And you even talk to him about it and you tell him, wow, we would really make very cute babies. Yeah? Fantasizing, making your mind go wild, okay, is one of the mistakes that ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. When you allow your mind to control you, when you allow your thinking, when you allow your emotions to run wild, you end up being, you end up losing your mind, quote unquote. You end up falling into love blindly. So now your mind is all over telling you that now this one, the way things are going, I think he's going to pay dowry by the end of this year. The guy has not spoken anything. All that is in your mind. All that is in your fantasy world. You're already looking at him and thinking the way you'll make cute babies. You're already even seeing the way your wedding will be beautiful. You've already started getting colors, theme colors that will be, you've already even started picking beautiful girls that will be your bridesmaids. Fantasizing too much is another mistake that ladies make. What is the disadvantage of fantasizing? Even the little, leave alone too much, even the little. The disadvantage is that you may be disappointed. Yes, you may end up being too disappointed that you went ahead, you jumped the gun. You went ahead and thought that I really think this thing will, the way it's going, the thing is already given. Yeah? The disadvantage is you might be hurt too much. Because you see, this guy is also getting to know you. Okay? He's doing division, he's doing multiplication. He's doing subtraction, and he's doing what? Addition. All right? Anatoa na anaeka, the same way you are. But of course, at the end of the day, because your mind is running wild, okay, and you've already settled for him before he even tells you that I think I've known you for the last 6 months and I want now to marry you. I want to come and see your people. Before even he speaks that, your mind now is running helter-skelter. You're calling him every morning. You're calling him at 10 a.m. You're calling him at lunch hour. You're calling him at around 3. You're calling him at 5 p.m. You're calling him at 7. Yani, you're all over him. Your fantasy is now telling you that now I am playing wife. I'm being a good wife material. All right? That time, you're losing it. Remember I said, mark my words, men are hunters. They don't want to feel as if what they are running after is running after them or has already given in to them. Okay? So play cool. Stop with the fantasizing. Okay, you like this guy. Work every day per time. Work a day at a time. Work the relationship at a time. Release yourself to get to know this guy better. Release yourself to understand him. Let your mind not drive you wild. Okay? Over fantasizing might leave you nursing a heartache. Might leave you being too disappointed because what you thought probably has not come to pass. Your fantasies have been disappointed. Your dreams, okay? This guy is so loaded. I can imagine the way I'll be looking on that Range Rover seated next to him as we are going to church. I can't imagine the way Papa will be happy when I bring this guy to me. He's so handsome. He's so cool. Over fantasizing. It might not even get to 1 month. Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you. Yeah, when you're like that, remember 2 things I want you to take home today from this program is that men are hunters and they don't want to feel as if what they are running after is already running after them and has given in. Number 2, men do not like to feel like they are being choked by a woman who is too available, okay, too given, too sold out for him. Okay, the pursuit is what really matters for these men. So play cool. This thing of embarrassing yourself and with your fantasies that are making you go crazy, stop with it. Okay, so how do you reduce on the fantasies? Go slow. Let the man be the one to give the lead. Let the man be the one to call the shots. Okay? If he doesn't call you today, then he was busy. Okay? Don't over fantasize and think, now I think he has started dating another girl. No. Play cool. Okay? Play cool and be very cool on that dating time. Let the guy be in pursuit. Let the guy want to spend more time with you. Let the guy want to call you and know if you've taken lunch, and like you calling all the day. And ladies, you with the phones, we can call, we can WhatsApp, we can send messages because now you like this guy. So you just limit yourself and you handle the matter very coolly, right? That is number 5 on 7 mistakes that ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. 7 mistakes. And I've said the 5th mistake is fantasizing too much. And number 6 is not being ready to walk away. Not being ready to walk away. Okay? Remember now there was liking. Now the guy proposed. You entered into, you're now dating. Okay? And you're here, forgetting all the rules. You're here over fantasizing. And then now you are not ready to lose this guy. Yes. You are like, hey, this one that was for me a gold mine, I cannot lose it. So you can see all the red signs. You can see all the pointers that are telling you that this guy is bad sign. This guy is a player. This guy is a womanizer. This guy has anger issues. But you're not ready to let go. Right? You are refusing to let go completely. And you're like, it has to work. Mpaka unaanza kumtetea. Your friends already can see that you're almost making a mistake. Okay? And you're like, no, I'm not letting go of this one. He's my dream guy. He's the guy I've always wanted. He's the guy I've always looked out to. He's dating me. I'm not letting go. Yeah. You've already started hearing rumors that he has a child somewhere, or he has children somewhere, or he has a wife somewhere. And you're there holding on and you're like, no, that's a lie. He hasn't told me. Okay? So when you get to that point, it should tell you that there is something amiss with yourself. You are acting desperate. Okay? When such kind relationships, why do people not meet today and they marry tomorrow? And those that meet today and they marry tomorrow end up in bad marriages. Okay? The dating period is supposed to open your eyes to the person you're about to settle down with for life. Because marriage is for life. And many people make the mistake during the dating period. Many people make the mistake during their courtship, during their relationship. They end up fantasizing too much. They end up forgetting the rules and the protocols of dating. They end up now, clinging on this guy. I'm not letting go. I can see all the signs. Matter of fact, the way he shouts at me, I don't like, but I am not letting go. This thing has to work. Yes, it will work. You will push it by all means, and others even go to an extent of making themselves conceive. Yes, there are some ladies who lack wisdom in that manner. Okay? So they make themselves even to conceive. It's my next point. They go ahead and do crazy stuff in order to capture this man. He's not going. I'm not letting go. Okay? And so it ends up is like, okay, right now you're pregnant, you're expecting his child. What is the next thing? Let's go see your parents. And you're like, yes, I got him. It's a worry. Because you've trapped him yourself. You've pushed yourself into this marriage. So what will end up in it? Mtaenda huko ndani tu mwanze kusumbuana because the guy was not ready. God opened your eyes. You were able to see all the red signs, all the red flags, and you overlooked. is a mistake that many ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. Yes, yes, yes. They end up forcefully clinging to that man. My Mr. Right, the guy I like, the guy handsome and all that. Yeah? So that is mistake number 6. Mistake number 7 is 7 mistakes that ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. Is sleeping with the guy. Yes, having sex with the guy. It's a mistake that many ladies make. Now, when God created marriage, and when God said that there's this thing called sex that will be in marriage, all right? One of the things that was very clear, was very outright, is that sex should only be done or should only be performed in marriage. Only was segregated for marriage only. If you do it before marriage, considered as a sin. If you do it after marriage, it's considered as adultery. Okay, when you go out and leave your wife and go sleep with another woman, it's considered adultery. And that at that particular moment, the grace is allowing you to walk out if you can't live with an unbelieving husband. So the protocol of God cannot be broken, leave alone the rules and regulations of relationships, protocols of relationships. So one of the mistakes that ladies make when they meet a guy that they like, they lure him with their bodies, and the guy ends up sleeping with her. Okay? I say again, men are hunters. What comes to them easily and cheaply, they will not value even in marriage. Yes. Anytime you sleep with a man before marriage and you say, oh, he said that he will marry me, he said that he wants to test if truly I love him and so I should give myself to him, and I gave myself to him, you are lying to yourself. The moment that man sleeps with you, bet with me, that guy will leave you, will walk out on you. And even if you end up marrying him, the value will be low. True and very true. Because of what? When men, the way they are created, the way they are wired by God, they have to pursue you and pursue you. And the more they pursue you, the more the value increases. So the better your chances of having a beautiful marriage when you are married having not slept with the man. Yeah? So another mistake that ladies make is, we were just having fun. And you know, it ended up that the thing happened. The thing happened. Immediately after the thing happening, it happens the second time, happens the third time, happens, now it becomes a kamtindo. Within a month, the guy does not call you as much. The guy does not take you for coffees as much. The guy is not, it's Valentine's and he's telling you, I'm going to see my mother in the village. The guy does not value your birthday. The guy does not even call to know whether you had, the pursuit that he had, now that he has gotten everything, dies. Who has wronged themselves? You have wronged yourself. Because of what? You jumped the gun. The thing that God has kept that should be enjoyed in the periphery walls of marriage, you have gone ahead and enjoyed the thing before marriage. So what have you done? You have a broken protocol, godly protocol, of which if that godly protocol is broken, even the rules of man cannot apply. Okay? So another mistake that ladies make is opening your legs, sex before marriage. Yes, that's a mistake that many ladies make. And I told you, bet, let's bet. When you sleep with that guy, the value goes down. Even if you will end up marrying, even if you will end up being his wife eventually, you will realize akubebi na uzito the way angekubeba na uzito when you did what? When you had sex for the first time as a married couple. Praise God. So what do you do when it comes to putting your legs together? It is exactly as it is. That guy is telling you, I want to test if you love me. You know, the proof of love is if you give me your body, I'll prove that you love me. All those things is luring you. And exactly, he's after your body. One, never sell out your body. Never go showing off your body to any man with an attempt to lure him with your body. because that's exactly what he will see. Men are physical beings. They are attracted with, their eyes is what controls them many a times. So they will see and like, and then they will ask, and then you will give, and then they will go. Yes, it happens. Yeah? So what do? Make yourself a precious jewel. Make yourself a precious and available gem for sex until the day that guy puts a ring on your finger. What that will do, the man will respect you. The man will have double value and double honor for you. Why? Because your foot was down and you said that I will marry a virgin. I will marry without sleeping with this guy. Probably you have made mistakes before. But as we are talking on Royalty Divine, don't repeat the same mistake again. From henceforth, going, make sure that any guy that you like that comes in your life, you don't sleep with them. All right? Package that thing for marriage only, because that's the protocol of God. That's the rule of God, that thing should be enjoyed. Sex should be enjoyed only in the marital walls and the marital setup. Wonderful. I am liking the show myself. And I want to give you a bonus. The bonus very quickly is throwing away accountability is number 8. 7 mistakes that single ladies make when they meet a guy that they like. I said number one was what? Playing dumb and doing nothing about it. Number 2 was over what? Number 2 was overreacting or overthinking. Thinking too much. And then number 3 I said is doing too much to win the guy. Number 4 I said is forgetting rules and protocol. Number 5 I said fantasizing too much. Number 6 I said not being ready to walk away. You've already seen all the red signs. Number 7 I've said giving yourself, having sex, before marriage. And number 8, which is the bonus point, is putting off accountability, putting away accountability. You have this one of your friends that is a Christian like you. You go and fellowship to the same church and you are accountable to each other. So when you meet a guy, you tell her. When she meets a guy, she tells you. So even you pray together and you're believing God together that we will settle down in marriage, in purity, and in all that. So you've met this guy and you like the guy. You're in a relationship, okay? And right now you've made all the mistakes. You've forgotten protocol. You have you have forgotten protocol and rules. You're fantasizing too much, and you're not being ready to walk away, and you've already had sex, and now you are no longer accountable to your sister in Christ. You're no longer accountable to your brother at home, biological sister. You're no longer accountable to your parents, your biological parents. You're no longer accountable to your pastors at all. Nowadays we are seeing Sister so-and-so was very committed in the praise and worship, is appearing and disappearing. Appearing, disappearing. We don't know what's happening to your accountability, and when people call you, you're not receiving phone calls, not responding to WhatsApps. Very soon we see you have started lefting. Okay? Putting all accountability away, that alone should tell you that you are on a trap. You're on the worst trap. Accountability, what does it do to you? Remember, the people that you put your life accountable to are people that you trust. Okay? So there are people that you know that they are easy to mess. They can't mess you up. They are willing to, they have the best interest at heart for you. So you're here, and now all your accountabilities, the whole world has just remained with you and this guy that already have made so many mistakes in trying to win him, in trying to please him. Okay? So at the end of the day, when you put away accountability, that is the point whereby now your eyes should open. How come after meeting this guy, I have no relationship with anyone anymore? I don't want to see my pastors. I don't want to see my sisters in Christ. I don't want to see my biological family. I even don't want to see my son, whom I've given birth to. Right now, my life is concentrated on this guy. That alone should make you or let you know that you are making a mistake and this relationship is going on the wrong track. So open your eyes. Being accountable to someone makes you remain on the track, makes you remain on a good road, makes you remain on a safe path. Someone will know that sister so-and-so has gone for a date with brother so-and-so and they are at the New Stanley Hotel. Okay? So someone will check out on you and at around 10 and they'll call you, how was the date? Are you already home? And you'll tell them, no, I'm on my way home. And then they'll tell you, please, 10 is very late. Staying out with a man at 10 is very, very late. Next time, don't do that. So they are not making you a child or you're not now becoming a reporter. Okay? They are just making sure that you remain on the safe path. Okay? So when you realize that you're in a relationship already, that you've put down all your guards. You're not accountable to anyone. Matter of fact, the people that mattered to you do not matter anymore, and you've kept them aside because of this guy that you like. That should be your eye-opener. Okay? What is my final closing remark? Is that when you enter in a relationship, mistakes will be there. Probably you'll find one of 7 mistakes, you're having 4 of those mistakes. But one of the things is you must realize is that if this relationship is to go anywhere, it must be based on the word of God. It must be based on the principles of God. Any relationship that is not based on the principles of God, even if you want to lie to yourself, it cannot stand. Yeah, I hear some strange women saying that I've met a married man whom completely was meant for me. Even that married man is telling me that he married the wrong woman. And right now, for me, he's the Mr. Right and I'm ready to become the second wife. You're lying to yourself. Why didn't God choose you in the initial? Why do you think right now you've come to correct all the errors in his life? It's just a trap again. Against you and against him. And I can promise you, if he gets a second wife, he can get a third wife. He can get a 4th wife. So, if you have seen one of the mistakes that of the 7 or of the 8 plus the bonus that I've given you, and you're in a relationship of you're liking a certain guy, all you need to do is change the course and be on the right track. I believe that God has blessed you via the mentorship segment today on Royalty Divine Women's Show. And I know the show has been a blessing. And to all the singles, my prayer for you is that you will get a man that will love you, a man that will serve God with you, a man that will really spoil you and marry you, a man that will make you very, very happy and even make your parents proud. But I want you to know that any protocol, any rules that you break, whether biblical or whether rules and regulations that govern relationships, when you break it, then you have already put a hedge in that relationship. Let that man marry you in purity. Let that man marry you in utmost honor, in utmost respect, in utmost value, of which you're the determining factor.